Sister Clinton.
Good morning, Bridget.
Thank you so much for coming and spending some time with us this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just so lovely to have the Holy Family Sisters represented in our school.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Yeah.
We want to start off this morning by learning a little bit more about you and your early years, and especially what has brought you to become a Holy Family Sister. What called you to do that?
Yeah. Thank you. It's a long story really, but I'll try to be short. I was born and bred in Lesotho. I was educated by the Holy Family Sisters in Lesotho. I was happy to come here because I come from a girls' school. So I was in a girls' school in Lesotho, so I know that, that sisterhood is beautiful. So I was really born in a Catholic family. I used to go to church like any other person in the village and in school, being taught religion and getting to know more about the Holy Family Sisters and seeing. I think seeing is more important. Seeing how the Holy Family Sisters interacted with us in school. I kind of I want to be like them. There was something there that was attractive in the manner in which sisters interacted with us in school. They were strict, very strict, but there was that laughing. You could see that, even if they were strict, but they loved us. So we felt loved and we felt seen. And I said, I want to be like those sisters. So I don't really have a big story of seeing Jesus coming to me in a dream. But it was just seeing human life and seeing the sisters caring and day-to-day life in schools, educating us in catechism, and so I felt attracted.
So really the role model that the
Yes.
sisters presented.
They were a very good role model. Yes.
Did you have a favorite sister?
Yes.
Tell us
Yes.
about
She's
it.
still alive.
Okay, tell us
Sister
about it.
Alex Maria. She was in our school, and she used to drive a kumbi, and that you will laugh because whenever I saw her coming in a kumbi, I said, one day I'll be in that kumbi because I've never driven a kumbi up to now, but the kumbi attracted me. Seeing that sister in that kumbi, it was something like, I used to open my eyes, I'm like, I want to be like her one day. I'm still looking for a kumbi. The sisters haven't given me a kumbi.
Maybe if you speak to Mr. Island, he'll let you drive the combi.
Yes, but she was very nice, yes.
And did you ever consider joining a different order, or has the Holy Family always been the one that's spoken to you the most?
I think Lesotho, strategically where I come from, in my parish, Holy Family Sisters were ministering there. So really from young age, they are the sisters that I saw. And then I entered Holy Family schools. So I didn't know about many congregations until later on.
Yes.
So I don't know if had I known other sisters, would I have joined them? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so just explain, just quickly, what did your journey involve? Once you decided you wanted to become a sister, then what did you do? How did you go about that?
I finished high school, and immediately after high school, I said to my parents, I had been saying to my parents, I would like to be a sister one day. And my dad had a friend. My dad used to work in the mines here in South Africa. And his friend, who was from, I think, Holland or something, because he used to I don't know the name of this friend. He used to say, my white friend. He was white friend all the time. My white friend said this, my white friend said that. This white friend used to send me a lot of books, a lot of newspapers, because I come from the rural area. We didn't really have newspapers. So I used to read a lot English writings because of my dad's friend. So when my dad told the friend that I want to join a convent, the friend said, there's nothing bad about that, but tell her to go to school first. Because if she's not educated, I don't know where he came from, that if she's not educated, she's going to spend the rest of her life washing for other women. So we don't want that for her. So my dad came home and said, no. My friend said, you're going to spend the rest of your life washing for other women, and I don't want that for you. So I said, I don't think that's... Holy Family Sisters, from what I have experienced when I visited them, each woman washes her own clothes. So I haven't seen anyone washing for anyone. So tell your friend that I think maybe it was another time, not now. Yes, yeah. So my family have always nurtured the thing that you can choose whatever you want. We won't stand on your way. If it's something that you really want, commit to it. And then my mother said, I have seen also that sometimes people choose to be religious and then it doesn't work out. Don't be afraid to come back home. The door is always open. So I knew that even if it didn't work out, the door is always open. Yes.
Okay. And so you went straight into
Straight after high school, and then I came, and then there was those days the sisters used to have what they call come and see. So it will be like a period really of just being girls living with sisters, no commitment, no nothing, just getting to know the sisters close because now we are living with them. Every day we're participating in prayer life, we're participating in the life in the convent. So if it doesn't work, then you can say, maybe this is, from the distance I thought this is what I wanted, but now that I'm looking at it closer, it's not what I want. So then I came to Maseru to be with the sisters, and then after that I entered the pre-novitiate, which is really the first stage of formation, if you want. So then I entered the pre-novitiate, after the pre-novitiate, then novitiate, and then after the novitiate, I asked to make vows. So I've been living this vowed life for 27 years, would you imagine?
Sure.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yes. Yeah.
I believe you also are a social worker.
I
So
am.
how did you go about becoming a social worker?
Okay. That's interesting because having seen sisters who are teachers and having fallen in love with sisters who were teaching in a school, you would think I would be a teacher. Yes. So I loved teaching. Then I was sent to Rwanda in 2003 as a young missionary. And then I saw the needs that, teaching is a beautiful profession, but there's so much social ills, social problems. Then I said, maybe if I would be a social worker, if I could be allowed to be a social worker, I would make a difference in a different way. So when the opportunity came for the sisters to say, Clem, now you need to think about preparing yourself professionally. What would you like? I was sent to South Africa, and then I wanted to be a social worker, and I went to the University of Johannesburg. That's where I trained as a social worker. Yes, so from Rwanda, and I thought I was going to go back to Rwanda, but you never know. You are sent, so you don't really do what you want. And when I finished my studies at the University of Johannesburg, I was asked to stay in South Africa. So then I worked here, and I loved it.
And how long have you been in Durban?
I'm so new in Durban. I only came last November from Pietermaritzburg.
Okay.
Yes.
So you've been in KZN?
Yes, I've been in KZN I came to Pietermaritzburg in 2023.
Okay.
2023. And then 2 years I was there, and then we were planning to sell our house and close the convent. Therefore, I was moved to Durban.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, our founder of the Holy Family is Pierre Bienvenu
A great man.
A great man. Tell us a little bit more about what's special about him, about how he is a role model to you.
One other reason, having, that time that I said we spent getting to know the sisters closer.
Yes.
Then they started giving us books about this great man. I think I thought I fell in love with the sisters in the beginning, but the reason why I'm here, I think, is that man. He's so human. He was all over the place. You would think he was ADHD. He was trying everything. He was naughty. He was such a human being. So I said, oh gosh, if a human being like this could found a great family like this, most of the time you are presented with saints that you think they were born saints, but this man was a human being to me. And I loved his dynamism, and he was really loved by his family. He comes from a big family, even though they have lived through the war, French Revolution, but that family spirit and being close as a family, loving and nurturing him and allowing him really to be himself. So he was born in Bordeaux, and he lived, and he didn't really want to go to church or anything, but later on God revealed himself to him through Mary, because he always talks about Mary, and he had a great devotion to Mary because he said everything is through Mary. So he then committed to church and sacraments and the life of the church. But then he went to Paris to pursue his studies. And when he was there, something called him into the church, and Mary spoke to him. Then he diverted. Instead of going to varsity, he went to the seminary. And once he said yes to something, he took it really seriously. And then he entered the seminary and was ordained a priest in Paris. After that, he went back to his diocese in Bordeaux, where he ministered in St. Eulalie as what you call assistant priest now, but it was a curate, so at St. Eulalie. And he really, as a young man, was very impressive, because after the revolution, the church people were scattered, faith was not as strong, so he started teaching people what he called Catechism of Perseverance, and then putting people together for this Catechism of Perseverance, trying to teach them about the love of God. And that's where the Holy Family was born. And then all of a sudden, there were many other congregations, but these three ladies came and said, we would like to be religious, but we have looked around. We don't see any congregation that we feel like we want to enter in. And then he said, but I don't know what I can do. They came and said, but maybe you can try and find something for us. He said, but have you checked this one? Have you checked that one? Have you checked that one? Yes, we have been there, but something is not calling us. So then he prayed. He felt maybe God is saying something to me. So on the Feast of the Holy Trinity, because he had a great devotion to Holy Trinity and to Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, Holy Family, because he used to say that Jesus, Mary, and Joseph are the human model of the Trinity. So he then, on the Feast of Holy Trinity in 1820, Holy Family was born. He founded our congregation, and we have been going since then. Yeah.
And any reason why South Africa? Why he chose to expand to South Africa?
We the sisters came here really because of the Oblate of Mary Immaculate. We have when our founder was really, we will say, very ill, and he could see that the end is coming. I think he panicked. He said, "Oh my God, what's going to happen to my daughters?" And then he entrusted us into the care of the Oblate of Mary Immaculate. Yes. So then when the Oblates expanded, everywhere where they went in the 1800s and early 1900s, wherever Oblate went, they come, they see that, oh my God, this work is too much, they call their sisters, which is us. So that's what happened here. Okay. The Oblates came down here to the Southern Africa, and then they found out, oh my gosh, we can't do this alone. So they rode back to France, asking the sisters to come. So in 1864, the sisters set their foot in Durban, in KwaZulu-Natal, but en route to Lesotho, because the Oblates were there. Okay. They settled here for quite a while their house was being built in Lesotho, trying to prepare for them. But they didn't sit and fold their arms and say, oh, we are waiting. No, they started doing something and, getting to know the people and ministering to the people. But then in 1875, then the sisters were now called to South Africa, Durban, and then that's when we came here by the invite of, I think it was Bishop Jolivet.
Yes. Now there's a lot of talk about the Holy Family having a very special charism.
Yes.
But before we get to what that is, can you just, for lay people, explain what do you understand by this word charism? What do you mean by the word?
A charism is really a gift of the Holy Spirit to somebody to inspire other people. In simple terms, it's a gift. It's a gift of the Holy Spirit given to someone to inspire a larger community. Yeah.
Okay, and so then what is the charism of the Holy Family?
Pierre Bienvenu Nwai, our founder, as I said, he was a prayerful man. As these three ladies came knocking and saying, what is it? So he received a gift. which is a charism. A charism, a gift through the Holy Spirit to found a family, because people were scattered. So he saw that family is what is lacking. We are all called to be a family of God. You know, if you read the Acts of the Apostles, they were of one mind, one spirit. So that is the gift, family. Family is the gift that was gifted to Pierre Bienvenu. So then, in those days, what he said, our charism would be to be family among ourselves, and then to create family with other people. These days we have a fancy word, communion. You know, our charism is to promote communion among the people of God and among everything that was created by God, because now we, as time goes on, we are conscious that creation is groaning, is crying, because people are not taking care of the environment. So God has created everything, so now we encompass everything that was created by God. So we build family, we are family, and we build family with everything else. So we are in communion with everybody else. And we are proclaiming to the world that it is possible. Communion is possible. Yes. So that is, in a nutshell, what I can say about our charism. We are family.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's very inspiring in a world where families are so devastated by so many different ills of the world.
Yeah.
Where else in the world do we find the Holy Family?
We are about in 26 countries in the world presently. We have been in other places. We have closed those places. We have founded new places. So in Africa, we are in South Africa, Lesotho, Congo. We have been in Botswana, but then we pulled out. We closed our house in Botswana. Now we are in Uganda. We are in Cameroon. We are in Chad. That's Africa. Yeah. So we are, and then we are in Europe. We are in North America, in Canada. Not so much in the United States, but in Canada. That's where we are. And then we are in South America. Yeah, and Asia also. Yeah.
And do you know how many people are ordained and or who are part of the Holy Family nuns? How many nuns are there?
The latest statistics. Now we are dwindling because, you know, as you can see, the world is changing. We don't have war as a war, but there's a war of faith. Yeah, or maybe as people become richer and richer, that's what we see mostly in developed world, if you want. People don't go to church anymore. So vocations come from families. If children don't see their parents putting faith or going to church as important, how are we going to get vocations? There's no way that we are going to get vocations, because they don't see religion as something fancy, something that parents, you know, see as important. So many parts of the world, in Europe, in America, in Canada, churches are empty. So therefore, vocations are dwindling. So we have more of the elderly sisters, and there's no new life. Yeah. Unfortunately, South Africa also is one of those countries that, you know, vocations are not as we used to have. Yeah. So at the moment, according to our latest statistics, I think we are 2,000 something in the world. I can't remember the number is exact, but it's 2,000 members in the world. Yeah. Plus, yeah.
And now, obviously, as Maristella people, we would love to know a little bit about the beginnings of our school. Do you know anything about the nuns who came and started the first Holy Family School in Durban and then moved up here?
There's, you know, Maristella is one of the schools. I mean, we love all our schools, but then I've lived with sisters who taught here.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you will think that life begins and ends in Maristella. My sisters love Maristella because, you know, being a school that is for the girls and where it is strategically, you know, there's a lot of cultures. It's not just only Christians. That's another thing that I love about my congregation. We're not just for Christians. We're not just for a certain group of people. family, we are for everybody. Everybody belongs. So in Maristella, you find all religions, all cultures, all people, which is so beautiful. That beauty of unity in diversity, which is one thing that our founder also spoke a lot about, unity in diversity. So that we now talk about a lot of multiculturalism and interculturalism. How do cultures influence each other? And how do people cohabit? How can we create family? Though we are different, but we can be one. So Maristella is a beautiful school. It was, I think it's 127 now. Yeah, 1899 we were founded.
Yes.
My gosh, what a legacy. Yes, so it's a beautiful education of girls was the most important thing for us in those days, because as you know, even now, unfortunately, women, we are still very much marginalized in many different ways. But when you put girls together in a girls' school, you say to these girls, you can be anything. Anything that you dream of, even the sky is not a limit. There's no limit. So believe in yourself. You participate without a competition of a man, because sometimes the cultures that these girls come from, they tell them that a man or a boy or a brother is better than. But when girls find themselves among themselves, they say we are better together. That's Maristella.
Very powerful.
It's
together.
powerful, yes.
Yeah.
We are powerful together, and we can hold each other. And I'm a product of a girls' school myself, so that sisterhood is beautiful. I mean, I'm mothering the children of my people, my friends that we have been in school together. They are with me, they're holding my hand, we live in life together. That sisterhood is so beautiful. It doesn't matter where we are in the world. People who have been in the girls' school, we find another woman, we think everybody is a sister. So yes, that sisterhood. So that is what the sisters wanted to create here, to tell children, to especially girls, that the world is an oyster, really. You just have to believe in yourself and believe in God. So religion is most important. Faith is most important. With God, with the Holy Spirit, you can be anything. Just put God in the center and then work hard on your studies. You have everything. Yeah.
So the Holy Family's sisters in Durban are not involved in our schools anymore.
Yes.
You've handed it over to the lay people to help.
Yeah.
What work are you focused on now in Durban?
Okay. Now in Durban, even though we are not here personally, because of numbers, as I said in the beginning, that no vocation, so therefore we don't have teachers who will be able to teach in the school. But then another thing is, if we have been teaching since 1899, isn't it time that we entrust those people that we have taught to take the baton? If we can't trust them, it means we haven't done a good job. If we have been here all these years and then we can't trust people that we taught, it means we haven't done a good job. A good job is know when you say, okay, now take the baton, move on with it. And then, because we don't have numbers, but we have you. And then we are ministering together. So what happens is, in Durban at the moment, most sisters are elderly. We have elderly sisters who are in Nassau House. We have our community in Overport, and we are doing catechetical work. We do pastoral work. I'm a social worker. So that is mostly what we are doing currently. Yeah.
I want to just ask you, what is your opinion, the role of Maristella in 2026? What is our biggest calling as a school in this multicultural, intercultural city that we live in? What would you say is our role as a school?
I will really say to you, especially educators, Maristella is a Catholic Holy Family school. So the ethos of the Catholic Church, the social teachings of the Catholic Church should be lived through you as staff, as students, as people who are working on the grounds of the school. So really Maristella is a family, that family that Holy Family has created, have been talking about. even when we come here visit, the sisters always say, when you come to Maristella, you feel that family spirit. The teachers have tried, or you are trying continuously to build that family spirit. So it is beautiful. So Maristella, in this time where we have got so many challenges, the ethos of the Catholic Church, respect of each other. We are all created in the likeness of God. When you see the other, you see God. When the other sees me, sees God. So that respect of one another, they care. You know, the example of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph in Nazareth, our founder used to say, go often to Nazareth and contemplate. Don't just stay in contemplation, you learn. And then take whatever you learn to the world. The respect among this family of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, Jesus being the Son of God, he chose to dwell among us in the family and allowed himself to be taught by Mary and Joseph to be human. So that's the model that we have. That's the model that Maristella should take and say, you know, the humility among the staff, collaboration among the staff, because we are better together. You know, if you know something, share with your colleague. If your colleague, you can see that your colleague is lacking there, say, hey, can I help? So I think that family spirit, the care, the love, the respect, justice, you know, we see now much and much, people are being taken out of South Africa. South Africa says, Abahambe, let them go. But where are we as Maristella in these challenges that we see people building walls against other people, you know, when we are saying we are family. So that family and saying, even though walls are built, we're saying walls must fall, but we welcome others. So that is what I see as a role of Maristella in this cosmopolitan city of Durban. Yeah.
And how do we perpetuate the charism? What if you could wave a magic wand?
Yeah.
How do we take this charism of the Holy Spirit out to other people?
Yeah. You know, I have a friend who always says to me, our children don't learn from trees, they learn from us. So as teachers, when you tell the girls that, you know, this is how you should be, you should respect one another, you should care for one another, you should love one another, they listen, but they watch. We should try by all means as teachers, as educators, to live what we teach. They see from how we interact among ourselves. They see how we interact with them. So that's how the charism becomes alive. We say, okay, Maristella is a family. We care for one another. They see that you are creating family as educators among yourselves by the way that you do things, the way that you talk to one another, the way that you help one another. They are watching and they learn. And they will never forget the rest of their lives. I'm sure you will remember something that you learned, you know, when you were little in school. So, oh, I remember that. Yeah.
But I agree, it's not always what you learned. It's the way in which it was taught to you.
The way in which it was taught to you. Yeah. But somebody can just tell you, I was an adoption social worker for many years. So whenever people came to adopt children, you know, oh, I love children. That's what people say. And I used to say to them, you know, love is not something that people hear. You feel it. It's a feeling. You can tell a child every day, I love you, I love you. If that child does not feel loved, you're just wasting your time. You have to feel it. So same thing applies when you say to the girls here at Maristella as educators, we are called to be family. They need to feel it. That, okay, this is possible because we're seeing our educators, our support staff, everybody who is here live in that family spirit. So then that is how we learn. Yeah.
Well, Sister Clementine, it's been an absolute delight talking to you. You just have so much knowledge.
Thank you.
And thank you for that. And I just thank you for the work that you are doing here in Durban. And I hope that you can be a more regular visitor here at
Thank you. I'll try my best.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Bridge. Thanks.